just north of Huntly, and bought it as a barn find. It had been stored for 10 years in a barn with minimal work done on it, a bit of sanding, that's about all. And prior to that it was on a property out in a field for about 4 years. Last running in 1998, and it's been sitting around for all that time. It's been converted from a column change to a floor change. It's got a 1500cc 120E 6015 engine in it. It's been bored to 1560cc with a Cosworth cam, extractors and twin throat Weber. We have a bit of work to do. Floor panels, some rust in the doors themselves which have to be patched, and also the rear compartment has to be cut out and reshaped as well. Started disassembling it in early April, and it's taken 5 months to get to this stage, with everything labelled, bagged, records kept of what needs repairing, have parts arrive from the UK, have new brake and clutch master cylinders, brakes are being refurbished, new bushes, and new Parker light frames as well. Have been helped with this by Paul from the Capri club in Ringiora in the South Island. He has supplied us with a lot of information and parts and bits and pieces that we need as well. We have a new rear valance on its way from the UK. We have new floor pans, we have sills, and we have a front wing and also front valance being supplied as well as some other fabricated parts as well. New light surrounds which we will take out and replace on both sides. And then the other issue we have is with the heater essay. It's somewhat rusted, so we're going to cut that out and send it down to Paul in Ringiora, and they have some donor cars down there which he'll cut a new one out and send back up to us. It's been painted 20 odd years ago. Unfortunately they didn't do a very good job. It was painted over the top of the original paint, but wasn't primed, and all the paint is just chipping off and peeling, and hasn't adhered to the base paint very well at all. So we have some repairs to do, take the guards off, put patches in on here. I saw a set of guards on eBay, and they wanted £1,500, which is about $3,000 for a new rear guard, not the front ones. These are all parts are made to order, so there are some templates around and handmade over in the UK. We've got the motor being taken out. It's in storage behind the shed. It's been reconditioned. It doesn't need any more work doing to it at this stage as far as we're aware. So we're leaving it as it is with a little bit of grease and oil over it, and then clean it up before it's ready to come back into the car. Suspension's been taken out. The struts here, it's all based on a Lotus suspension system, Cortina, and the rear suspension has been taken out, and they've replaced a lever suspension with shocks from a Holden. So they've been cut, and plates have been welded in for that. just to give it a better ride. So those plates have been welded in on both sides. We have a lot of we have some rust in the back corner, which we're going to cut out and reshape and repanel new panels in. Hood lining has been taken out, and the foam, which was really stuck, has been taken off. Took about a day and a half to get all the remnants of the foam off the roof. New seals coming, heater SA, and for the steering column. They've arrived here, and the dash and panels will be scraped back to bare metal and sandblasted and repaired and primed and painted. There's some work to do at the corner up here, and also the only rust in the door and the window frame is up the side here, which we'll cut out and replace as well. We have new bearings and caps and for the sub axles have been done as well, and the diff has been scraped back down, cleaned out, and has the diff head which has been checked and is all okay, which is going back inside the vehicle shortly. Handbrake SA, which has been refurbished. Parts all labelled, identifying what they are, where they go, as well as a shed full of parts which have been stripped, taken off, labelled, indicated what needs to be replaced. The boot and the hood are in fairly good condition, minimal rust in those. This is the Lotus suspension which has been put in it, with disc brakes on the front, extractors for the off the heads, interior linings which have been replaced, will be replaced as well. Windscreen, boot, rear boot seal cover, radiator, etc. A lot of bits and pieces. Today we're just finishing off doing the last of the rear springs. I've removed all the bushes and have new bushes for them to go in place. So the motor is in storage, been wrapped up inside here with a cover. It'll stay until it's required, and then we'll come back and start reassembling it. It may take another year at least. Once the panels arrive, they'll be stripped off the old ones as we go, and then re-welded back together, seam seal, and that's after the car has been sandblasted, which we are doing ourselves. So basically the car's fairly straight, not doing hardly any dings in it, just a couple of little small ones. The biggest issue is, as you can see, the light coming through from the rust in the floor and the rear floor pan, and rust up in this corner here. A bit of surface rust, which is be taken away, be etch primed and under sealed, and then painted from there. Paint has been selected, colours have been done for the dash inserts and the surrounds and top of the door cards, so they are all ready to go once it's finished. Bit of work, I've got quite a bit of work, but that's alright, it's a project, and that's what it's all about. Had a lot of fun doing it, and then we'll just carry on until it's completed, and then we'll do some road trips and I'll do another few videos as we go, different parts, different areas of what we're repairing, just to show the progress of the car. That's it for now, and we're in November 2019, so parts should be here in early January, we hope.